Greetings. Once again, this is your Bible teacher, Gadiel T. Isidro, Senior Pastor of El International Church, Forrest Hills, Cebu City, coming to you with our program, Theology Today. During the last 3 weeks, we dealt with the first two conservative evangelical distinctives. First, we dealt with the deity of Jesus Christ. Second, we dealt with the theology of salvation by grace alone through faith in Jesus Christ. During the next broadcast in this series, we will be dealing with the third irreducible minimum of the conservative evangelical faith, and that is our doctrine of the Bible, the doctrine of the Scriptures. And we believe that the Bible is inspired of God. Now, we are not talking about translations. We are talking about the original autographs, the original writings written by the prophets and written by the apostles, and all those who were given apostolic approval, like the book of Mark, like the book of Luke. And so we are not talking about translations, and it is sad that there are some groups which very strongly teach that the King James Version of 1611 is an inspired translation. Now, let me clarify, I am a strong believer in the use of the King James Version. I tell our seminary students that in all the translations, the one that is closest to both the Hebrew and the Greek is the King James Version. However, I do not believe that the King James Version of 1611 is an inspired translation. There is no such thing as inspired translation. It might be providentially led by God, but it is not inspired, because when we say that the Bible is inspired, there are no errors. There are no errors in the original and anything that we call inspired. I can point out to you that there are a number of inaccurate, not the primary theological issues are concerned, but inaccurate translation of which can be found in the King James Version. And I will be discussing this in our succeeding broadcast. But we do not claim that there is any such thing as inspired translation. Inspired translation. We only believe that the only inspired translation, or rather the inspired document, are the original autographs written by the prophets and written by the apostles and those who were given apostolic approbation. This is our position as a conservative evangelical, that the Bible is inspired in its original autographs without error, and inspired word for word. That is what we call verbal inspiration. Well, thank you very much for listening to our program, Theology Today. This is your Bible teacher, Gadiel T. Isidro.